All right, so here we are. Man, when I first saw this figure, I was like, I gotta have this. To be honest with you, I am not in love with the Marvel Legends Spider-Man figures. I'm not crazy about the way they're sculpted and their price points. I ain't gonna lie, I'm a DC guy, heavy McFarlane collector, and it's kind of hard for me to compare Marvel Legends to McFarlane. I know you guys are gonna kill me for saying that. But the Spider-Man specifically, outside the movie figures, those are different, but I just wasn't really in love with them. And then I saw this Mafex joint, and I was like, this is sick. And then I saw the original of this one, and was like, I love that too, but that one's way too expensive right now. So like I said in the intro, I wanted this one, but I wanted that Peter Parker head. And maybe there was a way I can get both. Now, my boy Jack already did an unboxing of this figure. He bought this. I don't know if he thought it was real as he bought it, but the price was too good to be true, and it was. So if you want to see a full-on review of the bootleg Mafex Spider-Man, hit the unboxing playlist. Check out his review. I'm not going to go super in-depth. I will compare them. But one big giveaway for those of you who are about to buy a Mafex. See how that has Marvel? And that's blank? They might have changed it on the new ones, but for the 75 specifically, it needs to say Marvel right here. Like that one. It shouldn't be blank. Now, of course, this is a smaller box than the 75, but let's compare these boxes, man. And I'll say that the boxes are pretty similar. They're pretty similar. Now, you can see this box is all trashed up, man. I ordered this. I'm going to shout them out. AliExpress. I'm not saying that so you buy a bootleg. I just want you to be aware of what I got. This joint came in. I had to put this back in the box to unbox it, because it came pretty much with this tray out, and then this box folded under it, all bubble wrapped. Ridiculous. Terrible, terrible packaging. You can be bootleg and still package your stuff well. Very disappointed in the way it's packaging. And you can look inside and see, like, none of the hands and pieces are where they're supposed to be. They've all fallen out all over the place. And he's wrapped in plastic, which is weird. But anyways, these are the boxes. And pretty freaking dope. That is not what you're getting in this box. Go check out Jack's review. He goes all the way in. All right, let's get these bad boys open. Now, growing up, I was am a massive Spider-Man fan. I used to watch the Nicholas Hammond series, like when I was a little kid, when that joint used to come on. Of course, Spider-Man the Animated Series was my jam. And then, of course, the movies. And I was fully into the comics, especially in the 90s. But to be honest with you, I kind of fell off. I fell off comics a little bit as I got into high school, you know. And then I got back into it, but I didn't get back into Marvel as hard. And I've been itching for just a good Spider-Man story, but it's hard for me to figure out a jumping off point. So if you guys can tell me where's a good place to start off with Spider-Man, just to jump in, I'd love it. Now, off the bat, we have this really great packaging. Everything's together. It's really great. It looks like we have some stands here, which are pretty cool. We'll put that to the side for now, along with this box. And we'll do this pretty side by side. So that's the real joint. I don't even need to use a box cutter because this box wasn't even taped. We're gonna pull this out. And already, this is gonna fall to pieces. Oh man, look at that. And here's this stand. This is pretty similar. We'll see when I take it out of the package. how in the world? Okay. So yeah, like I've been getting, over the last couple of months, I actually been grabbing a lot of Marvel Legend figures. A lot of them are the movie figures, but I'm kind of developing a Marvel Legends collection, a mini one. Like I said, I'm a DC guy, but I also have a very strong appreciation for Marvel. I'm sorry, y'all. They taped it along the entire edge. But if you want a bootleg, and then be careful on Amazon, man. Amazon are straight up selling bootlegs of this. So if you see a price that's too good to be true, it is. And on eBay, there are sellers with this box, with the no Marvel logo, selling them for like $200, $300, like it's the real deal. So be careful when you're buying this stuff. Know who you're buying it from. And let's compare these. Automatically, you can see this is kind of ridiculous. But let's get to the real reason why we're here. This Mafex Spider-Man. Let's take him out of the package. Yo, this is so sick. This was a big boy purchase. Well, big boy for me, like I said. I usually collect McFarlane. I collect some NECA stuff. Been jumping into Marvel Legends, but this is a whole different price point than those figures. But when I saw this Spider-Man, I had to do it. Now check out hands are falling out. So check out the hands. Where'd that one go? Yeah, I'll find it later. So check out these hands right here. You're getting different types of hands and feet. I know that some of these hands and feet are magnets. So right here, you can see this is actually a magnet, which is cool. If you have a metal surface, you can pose Spider-Man on that. And I love these little, kind of like foot holders. It's pretty cool. Let's get Spider-Man out. Comes out really easily, and take a look at this. This is pretty cool, man. And it feels good. And I looked at some reviews, and they talked about how fragile he feels, and he feels good, man. It kind of reminds me of a Fig Arts, you know, like great toys. I mean, this isn't what you give your kids to play with. I don't think it's that durable. But like so many points of articulation right here. And I can put that other hand here to do like he's about to shoot out some webs. That's a cool figure, man. And this paint is amazing. And I don't have any flaws on mine, which I'm happy about. Look at that figure, man. You got some good abdominal crunch, as you would expect from a Spider-Man figure. Oh, and the arm just pops off. Okay. Well, that's supposed to happen. Well, it's not supposed to happen, but it's supposed to happen. It can go right back in. So just know about that. These limbs probably can pop off pretty easily. Not easily, a little force, but like I said, this is not for little kids to play with. But I'm digging it, man. This is sick. And I love that. I love, the hips can kind of come down a little bit. It's just, you know, I'm not a really good poser. But for those of you who can pose really well and get the posing game up, it is dope. How well does it stand? Do I need a figure stand to stand this guy? Because I'm not a fan of using figure stands to stand my figures up. I like them on the shelf. Unless I'm going to put them in a cool pose. But if they're just standing there, it should be fine. All right, let's see what else we got in this package. We have another, oh, let's just dump all this stuff out and I'll show it to you. We have another Spider-Man head. So you can see right here, let's get in focus a bit. Which, you know, at first when I saw Mafex, I was like, for the price point, I'm like, y'all clowning me, right? I get that these are different. But I was like, are these that different for this to be the separate head? But it is, I guess. So just give me the Peter Parker head. Blasphemy, right, for you Mafex collectors. I don't know what I have. All right, let's pop this head off. Comes off pretty easy, which I like. You know, there's nothing worse than having a figure where the head's supposed to come off and it feels like you're about to break it. There we go. The not so bright-eyed Spider-Man. Pretty cool. All right, let's check out some of these hands. So yeah, you have hands like this where you can have them kind of wall crawling, or you can have them posed. I'm not gonna go through poses here. There's way better YouTubers for that. That's pretty dope. And like I said before, same feet, except this one has the magnets, which is really cool. And then you have these hands. I guess you would pose with these hands because these are the ones without the magnets. That's fire. So yeah, guys, man, tell me, I'm a Spider-Man fan who has not been reading Spider-Man comics, but I want to get back in, and I just honestly don't know where to start. I have no idea. I've watched a lot of YouTube videos about Spider-Man where he is in comics, and I hear that things have kind of been problematic lately. But I want a good Spider-Man run and a recent run. Like, I don't want one that's like this 10-year ago arc was great. Like something pretty recent, something I can kind of jump into now. Focus. And then what else do we have here? We have, I guess you can, certifying genuine product. Yes, you know what doesn't have that? This doesn't have that. That's cool. That's cool. I'm sure these can be faked as well. Everything can be faked. Let's take a look at these webs, man. I love the packaging. It's packaged so well, but it's not like painful to take them out. So we have some different webs here. I'm not sure. I guess this would go in his hand. Well, there's no hole there. Where would this even go? Oh, I guess it could be in this hand. I guess that's weird. Why would he be holding his web? Well, I guess he would shoot it and hold it. And this is pretty cool. So we have a bunch of these ones at different lengths and slightly different styles where I guess you could put it around his wrist. So let's give that a shot. Comes off really easy. Which I'm happy about. Like I said, I don't want to feel like I'm breaking my figures, nor do I want it to be so loose it just comes off. Now, of course, I would not use this hand to do it. If I'm gonna do it, let's do it. If I'm gonna do it, let's do it. Do I have? You know what? It's probably the hands that fell down. They're probably the hands that I need. Yes. Sorry for the hold up. The hands that fell down were the hands that I needed. This joint, all right. This is sick. This is dope, man. This is dope. Let me know if you guys have collected these. Did I put the wrong hand on? Where is, I think I did. Really excited for this. This is sick. Let's turn this way. I would have never thought to do it this way, to like that illusion. What do you guys think? That's pretty cool. And then we have this bad boy. I wish this would have had the loop too. Oh, it has, what's this? Oh, I think this might go to the stand. You're able to do something with the stand. Okay. Well, we're I don't want to make this video super duper long, but I think you can play with this with the stand. Yeah. I'm not going to take out the stand. He doesn't need the stand. But I like that. All right. Now, let's open this bad boy. Let's get you guys over here as to not confuse the pieces. And let's open this bad boy up. Packaging is not as crisp, and parts are all ready to fall out, as you can see. And the webs are weird. Oh, we're gonna get, oh, look at, let's just do it while we're here. They're all bent up, but they're pretty much the same. Oh, I can tell you right now, this, focus, feels way more durable. This feels way more flimsy. Now, I don't know if that's just the difference in the 185 versus the 75, but this is way more like flimsy. I was wondering how they're so bent up in the package. And this one, look at that. Terrible packaging. Oh yeah. I think we can tell which one's the fake one. Oh man. So, but outside of that, the webs are pretty similar. The webs are pretty similar. So they're kind of flimsy, but honestly, doesn't really matter. I wouldn't be mad if these came with that package. So far, the bootleg is okay, with the exception of this, but that can just be due to the way they packaged it. Any plastic can bend with terrible packaging. Very terrible packaging, AliExpress. All right, let's take out the figure. Yo. This thing is trash can water. Already the head's falling off. Okay, now I don't have a 75 to compare this to. And in camera, it doesn't look bad. It's not as loose. And like I said, Jack did a full review. Okay? Jack did a full review on this guy. So I'm not gonna go in depth, but I will say that it doesn't feel the same. It doesn't feel the same at all. And I know this one has more shading. That's just the way the 75 was made. So I can't tell you how it's supposed to look, but this just looks kind of dirty, which is kind of cool if it's supposed to be that way. But honestly, for the price, not so bad. It does feel real loose though. The joints and stuff, like look at that. Like it's almost broken there. Huh. I mean, the weight feels completely different. Focus. the weight feels completely different between the two. Like this feels like a toy that your kids have played with for 10 years and played hard. So it's like everything is loose, the joints are loose. Definitely can do a little clone saga. Let me get this off so you can see them. But like, look at this here, like that's intact. This is, actually it's broken. Or just kind of broken. Now this is just a repaint of this one. So we're not looking, these figures should be pretty identical, just different paint jobs. But it's a terrible figure, terrible figure. I wouldn't buy this because as a kid, your kids are gonna break it. I mean, if you can probably find a cool way to pose them on the shelf, but this is pretty trash. But looks great on camera. In person, you can really see the difference. And I know he is supposed to have shading, like I said, but it just doesn't lay right. But the real, and then, you know, the head, they have the different hands. So it's pretty cool, spare hands. So, you know, this is a really, I mean, if you want to get a bootleg, they're really great for spare pieces. You know, the red's a little different, but it's not that big of a deal. So if you lose a hand or one extra webbing, they're not too bad to have. Let's check out this head. I mean, this is pretty much the head that's here, and it's not too bad. Now, I wouldn't use the mask as a spare piece, especially when they don't even complete the lines. But for webs and hands, I don't know. But the real reason, oh, I'm a mess over here. The real reason why I got the bootleg. Now I know this head's gonna be terrible compared to the original. Oh my gosh, it's terrible. Look at this. Can we get some focus on here? Look at that. Now my light is kind of making it look a little better than what it is. But just very sloppy paint job. I mean, look how crooked the neckline is on his mask. Terrible. 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 But I knew it was going to be terrible. And I don't mind, because I wasn't going to spend all that money to get just the Peter Parker head. So this is the reason why we're here. And it worked. This works for me. I'm good. I am good to go. This is good enough for me. And this is good enough for me. It freaking works. Don't need this piece right here. In case you want to see that piece. In case you're thinking of doing this type of, oh. You know what? It's not coming out. Is it supposed to come out on this one? I don't want to mess with it. I don't think it needs it. That's dope. That's sick. That's sick. And then the other spare piece I wanted was this. He'll hold his mask in his hand. Let's see if we have some hands that can do that. I don't know if I have some with this Spider-Man. Listen, I'm happy now. That is the only reason why I bought this thing, was to have a Peter Parker head sculpt. And he can hold his mask, because that's not the hand. Where is the hand that he holds his mask? And to be honest with you, it's not going to be too difficult being able to keep these separate, because the paint is completely different. But he might be able to do a little something here. No. All right, I got to figure out the hand in which he holds his mask. Let me check out the box. It's not on the box. Anyways, I'll figure that out off camera. I'll put up some pictures on Instagram. That way you can see. That'll work. That'll work. And the thing is, you can force it. You ain't gotta worry about it, cause it's fake. You didn't spend all the monies on that hand or that mask. So what do you guys think of my Frankenstein monster over here? What do you guys think? Let me bring this down so you can really see the table more. Let's clear some space a little bit. You can stand back here because we don't care about you. If you could stand, you're very, it's like Bizarro. Bizarro Spider-Man. It's like the idea of having this, now this is my Marvel Legends Miles Morales figure. And it's like, let's take this head off. Where's my, oh, here it goes. And that's cool to me, man. Will he stand? This one has issues standing for me. That's pretty dope. What do you guys think? Oh. Do they match up? Do they work together? I'm digging it. I think he goes well with that idea right there. All right. Let's pop the bootleg head off. Bootleg head. Let's put on, I gotta actually make sure. Yes, that is the right head. All right. Let's get rid of this dusty hand. Put on the right hand. And let's see how he looks with some other Marvel Legends. Like, I know he's more comic book style, and some of the Marvel Legends stuff I have is definitely movie. But let's see if he works. First up, let's get Miles's mask back on. That's pretty dope. And let's get right. The white side and the black side, nah, not even. But it is kind of like the heroes and the proteges. Maybe that's what's gonna go on the shelf. Oh, I'm just putting Black Panther's head back on. Just give me a second here. All right. Then I have the Shuri. So it's like you have the heroes and the people they pass the torch to. That's freaking dope. I think that's pretty dope. What do you guys think? Do these go together? Well, they're going to. On my shelf. Take a look at him with old school Spider-Man figure from the animated series from back in the day. I used to play with this like crazy, man. This got so much play. He's put a web right here. Remember that, guys? I also had those Toy Biz ones, I think. The ones before that with the suction cup hands. And then this is dope. This is I'll say it. This is probably might be the best Spider-Man cartoon. I know animated series was dope, but Spectacular Spider-Man was freaking fire. Here's his mask right here. Just to show you guys some other lines, but this is I am very happy with this expense right here. This is pretty dope, man. And like I said, if you need spare parts, this is where this guy can come from. Dang, he really, there it is. Broken. Trash. I got him for the extra webs, possibly for Miles. The folded mask, and this Peter Parker head. So anyways, that is what I have here. Sorry it went on so long, but I have the Mafex 185 Spider-Man and this very cautionary tale. Wow. Well, that's it. Peace.